Alright guys, this one's going to be Juna Review today. This one's going to be Juna Review for the Walking Dead universe, and another video, of course, for the Walking Dead Dead City. After yesterday's promo, of course, and all that information, guys, we finally have a release date for the Walking Dead franchise to return. That's going to be July 26th, of course, with Dead City. I've had a lot of people kind of responding to the reaction. I've had a lot of people responding to the breakdown video we did, in addition to all the information that we covered yesterday, and I kind of wanted to do a bit of a follow-up. I want to talk about how much it looks like a clean slate this season. Is that just me? Like, when I saw the promo for this, I was just like, no Dama, no Pearly Armstrong, no New Babylon. What's going on? You know what I mean? Not that I'm complaining. Not that I'm complaining at all. I am not complaining about that. You guys know, one of the main reasons I didn't like Season 2 is because the Dama was a terrible villain, because I could not stand New Babylon. I couldn't stand any of that garbage. It was so hyper-reality and just dumb. I am already vibing with this better. I'm already vibing with it more. Like, this promo went into the new community. It went into a whole bunch of other stuff. You know what I mean? It kind of showed us the new characters. And you know what I noticed, and a lot of people were pointing this out in the breakdown video that I did, is that there's not really seeming to be an immediate villain, which is actually refreshing to me. Like, I'm actually alright with them doing walkers, a new community, and letting that be that for a bit. I'm alright with that, you know? I think The Walking Dead's been so focused on trying to do another villain, where it's like, sometimes you can just do what you do, you know what I mean? One of the things I love so much about the early seasons of The Walking Dead is that it was mostly about the walkers, right? You had your little threats here and there, little internal threats, but, you know, for the most part, it was the walkers that were the problem, and it was the dynamic of the characters, and it was, you know, that whole thing together, and it looks like Dead City might be going in that direction, at least for early 3. I'm sure there'll probably be a villain that kind of comes in here. There could be a plot twist, you know, Jimmy Simpson's character could turn out to be a villain, but it seems like, at least for the first little bit, this season's going to be very just character focused on the walkers, focused on, you know, kind of just those moments between everybody and meeting these new characters in this new community and them kind of working together. And I think that's a very fresh take, honestly. This season looks way better than Season 2 for me already. I know it's only 30 seconds, and I know people are telling me that. They're like, yo, Dan, chill, you've only seen 30 seconds. No, but you can just tell sometimes. You can tell when something's more... Because the thing is that I noticed about Dead City Season 2 is when I saw the first teaser for Dead City Season 2 and I saw Negan with the leather jacket and the bat and all this other stuff, I was just like, I don't care. Like, we've done this already, you know? It feels nice this season that it actually looks like we're not just trying to repeat old storylines with Negan. It actually seems like this season we're exploring a new place. The walkers are more of a focus. You know, the city itself is going to be explored more, you know? And the characters seem to be, like Maggie and Negan don't seem to be bickering. It seems like they're actually working together, you know? And that's all I wanted from Dead City. You can keep Dead City on for 4 or 5 seasons if you must, if it's like this, right? If it's more like what Season 2 was doing and it's just Maggie stabbing him in the back and Negan's just wielding the bat around with the leather jacket and it's all this nostalgia trip, like, he does have the bat this season, but it feels fresh, you know? He looks different. He's being asked from Maggie to help out, you know? And I just love the vibe of what they're doing here so much better than my first impression of Season 2. Again, first impressions, right? There could be time for it to be great or bad, but I've got a better feeling about this season after seeing some footage, which, you know, I think is a good thing, honestly. And you guys know me. I give credit where credit is due. I don't always credit the Walking Dead universe these days because I think they've had some rough seasons as of late, but I'm impressed by what I'm seeing. It looks more focused. It looks less bickering between Negan and Maggie, more story-driven. And, again, as I talked about clean slate, where is the Dama? Where is, Pearly Armstrong? Where is all these characters? You know, did Seth Hoffman come in here and he was just like, yeah, getting rid of those mediocre characters? Is that what he did? Because it's like, where the hell are these people, Now, we do know that there was filming for this in the first episode where Croat was with Negan and Maggie. I'll put up an image on the screen. So he is in this season. And we know that Pearly, I think, was in filming for the first episode. But I haven't heard word of any of them past the first episode. So This could be Seth Hoffman came in here and said, screw all this. I'm going to kill the Croat. I'm going to kill the Dama. I'm going to kill all these characters. We're just going to reset with Negan and Maggie and go into something new. I wouldn't hate it. I really wouldn't hate it. Would I miss the Croat? Yeah, I kind of would. He's kind of funny. But, like, I've always said Croat should die anyway. Like, he's a villain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why they ever tried to redeem him to begin with. That was some of the crummy writing of season 2 that just didn't make any sense to me. He tortured kids, for crying out loud. Why would Negan ever spare the Croat? It doesn't make any sense, you know? So, realistically, you know what's funny? I would actually be really happy. Even though I would miss the Croat, and I would miss his entertainment, for sure. But I think if Negan took that bat to his head in the first episode and said, I told you to go, you didn't go. You came crawling back to me, and now you're fucking done, you know? I'd be like, I'm sorry, I would be. Again, I like the Croat. It's nothing against him. It's just, he's a villain. He should die. Negan should take care of him, you know? Hell, he shot half his ear off, you know, back in the day, right? During the Savior stuff. We should get a conclusion to the Croat. You know, like I said, if he's a good guy with our crew, that's all right. But given all the bad stuff he's done, I don't think that's a redeemable character. I just don't think it is. Pearlie Armstrong, it's hard to say with him. He could just be elsewhere, you know what I mean? That could be why he's not in this promo. He very well could be with them. I'm getting the vibe he isn't, though, which is the interesting part. But he could be hidden, you know what I mean? It definitely could be. Or, yeah, Seth Hoffman could have come in here and straight up said, I don't want none of this. Let's get rid of the Dama. Let's get rid of Croat. Let's get rid of Armstrong. Let's get rid of New Babylon and do something completely different. Look, I'm not going to argue with that. If that's what they do this season and we just go into a totally different storyline, I'm good. Honestly, I'm good with that. I think that'll make it more interesting for me, honestly. And in particular, the Dama. Out of any of these characters, the Dama, honestly, the promo made me very happy that she wasn't involved. I'm sure she'll have a part this season, but I hope it's quick. And I hope they get rid of her quick and they kind of just move on. You know what I mean? Her character's not interesting. And I do like that Herschel's back with Maggie. I think that's a very important thing. I noticed he was learning medicine as well in one of the photos as well. So that's interesting. And yeah, no, I'm getting good vibes from this. Seth Hoffman, I'm going to put my faith in you, sir. You wrote Prison Break, a great series. For now, at least, good first impression. I'm liking it. It looks a lot more interesting to me than season 2. So, we'll see. If it's a good season, though, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. And maybe I wouldn't mind a 4th season. Even though I do want them to get to this crossover, I think it's long overdue. If they make a 4th season after a really good 3rd season, I wouldn't hate it as much. You know what I mean? I wouldn't hate it. Just don't go too far. Don't be going make it season 5. Don't be making it going season 6. Like, just, you know, wrap it up here. If you want to make a 4th season, then make a 4th season, as long as it's good. But wrap it up by then, at least. Like, we don't need Dead City to be like 10 seasons. We don't need that. We need to get to the crossovers. Daryl Dixon's ending. I would expect Dead City to do the same, regardless of how good it looks. Like, you know, make 2 more seasons if you must, but then, you know, finish it off, you know? So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Post comments down below. Do you think season 3 looks as good as I do? I think it looked good. It really looks good. I'm going to have to see a bit more of it, but it looks very good. So, anyway, if you're new to the channel, you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Scum Guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon. More videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.